We're well into the season now and form has picked up of late. Hello everyone, I'm Dan. Welcome back to Sleeping Giants here on Reesy FC, where we are Sunderland, and this is episode 3. And today we face promotion hopefuls Portsmouth. So there's two sides here facing each other, hoping to be up there in the automatic promotion spaces and fighting for the title towards the end of the season. However, both of us are currently outside of the playoff zone. So let's jump straight into it and show you how we've been getting on since you was last with us for the draw against Bristol Rovers. After the draw against Bristol Rovers, we then went away to Oxford and we lost 2-1 in League One. So it was 1 point from 6 in the opening 2 games. And in all competitions, when you look at the League Cup and the Papa John's Trophy, we hadn't won any of our first 4 competitive games, only picking up the point against Bristol Rovers. But that all changed when we played Peterborough at home. It's a superb performance. To be fair, it's been coming. We've been dominating teams, and it was about time we scored a fair few goals and kept a clean sheet as well. And we did that against Peterborough. Chris Maguire penalty. He also missed a penalty to make it 2-0 as well. Bailey Wright scored, and then Lyndon Gooch, the main man so far, scored the third and final goal for us. Charlton away was another difficult match on paper, but we dealt with it well. Jordan Jones on the score sheet. Power scored from the penalty spot. And then Michael Obafemi scored his first goal for the club. He hasn't scored yet. Before that, he'd been playing pretty poorly in the first couple of games he played with us, but he did eventually get himself onto the score sheet, getting a 7 rating as well. So it was nice to see him getting the goals. We then played Aston Villa under 23s in the Papa John's Trophy, and obviously it was a much needed win after losing to Carlisle at the Stadium of Light. But this time round we were superb again. Gooch on the score sheet, and Milinkovic also getting his first goal for the club with a lovely finish. So that was great stuff as well. We then did play Swindon away from home, and it's another one. We played very, very well, but Swindon ultimately got the goal, and that was the first time we hadn't scored since that Carlisle game in the Papa John's Trophy, before the one that was played before the last episode. So we've been playing very well. We then played Crewe Alexandra, who were going very well indeed. They were third in League One going into this game, and we dispatched of them nicely again, dominating the game. Lyndon Gooch on the score sheet, and Chris Maguire finishing off with a fantastic free kick in the 92nd minute. And that brings us into today's game against Pompey. Let's jump straight across to the table. And so Portsmouth are currently 7th. We are occupying 8th at the minute. We do have a game in hand. And that was because we requested for the Blackpool game to be postponed because we had about 4 players out on international duty, and it gave us the option to do that. So we took it up because we want our best players available when we play football matches. So that's why we're a game behind. So say there's another 3 points there. If we'd have won that, we'd be up to 4th on goal difference. So it's not a bad start in my opinion. 3 wins from 6, 2 defeats out of 6 games, and let's be honest, both of them, we shouldn't have lost them either. So we are looking strong. I'm very pleased with how we started. I know we're currently occupying 8th, but the football is looking good from us. I hope we prove that to you today when we face Portsmouth, one of the better sides in this division. Let's jump straight into it. And this is the side we've picked. The one little tactical tweak we've gone with is because Portsmouth like to play a Route 1 style of football, trying to get the balls over the top. For Ronan Curtis, who is their leading striker, we've gone with a bit of a lower defensive line. I think we did this against Bristol Rovers as well in the last episode because they played this similar sort of football, but we have done it this time round. We've adapted that way. And this is the team we've gone with. Spurgeon goal. Vokins, Willis, Wright and O'Neill. Ledbetter is in the ball-winning midfielder role. He come in for Scowen, who was suspended, and he had an absolute blinder against Crewe. So he keeps his place. Max Power, the skipper. Jones, Maguire, Gooch and Obafemi up front. So hopefully a nice 3 points today against a big side. This is going to be a test. Portsmouth, I'm surprised, and they might be surprised we're outside the playoffs at the minute, but we're going to do that weak foot option. We are going to, I think both teams could be up there this season. I don't think Portsmouth, I can't see Portsmouth not being in the promotion hunt, should we say. I thought I lost my words there. Right, White back to Buckley. So, Portsmouth, I mean, I can imagine them being a good counter-attacking team today, so we've got to be careful. Maguire puts the ball in. McGilvery in the goal, claims it. We couldn't get on the end of it. Set pieces have been a real strong point for us so far. There's the ball over the top. Jacobs in the box. He strikes and Burge manages to hold on to the ball. Set pieces have been great. We've been scoring from corners. We've been looking dangerous from free kicks as well. Direct and indirect free kicks. So set pieces are one of our strong points anyway. So even if we're in games where we don't look like we're going to win it, we're just going to whack the play for set pieces option and hope we can score goals that way. We do look good from set pieces. Here's Maguire pinging one in, and Willis' header, and he should have scored. Then that's another example of where we are good from them. As long as the guy getting his head to the ball puts it in, and he didn't quite do it then. It's usually if it goes to Bailey Wright, we're normally all right. We do normally score them. Here's Bailey Wright. O'Neill back to Wright now. Plays it into Maguire. It ricochets back off the Pompey player. Power looking for Jones. It's cleared away, but Power picks up the ball once again. Plays it to Vokins. Maguire, Jones. Lovely one-touch football from Sunderland here. Power to Maguire. Out wide to Vokins on the overlap. Plays it back to Power, and the cross is cleared away, and we go again. It's like a restart button. Every time that gets cleared away, one of our boys picks it up and we go again. Maguire on the ball now. He's looking to play it in, but Daniels blocks it. Gooch Power's got the effort here, and he chips over the bar. He should have probably done better with that. He had all the time in the world, and he hit it straight at the keeper. It was a great opportunity, and the corner comes from nothing. As soon as I say we're good at set pieces, we don't do anything from them. 16 minutes gone here. Entertaining game so far. Pompey have had 3 shots. We've had 5 now. But it is still ultimately 0-0. It's all about goals, isn't it? Willis on the ball now here for Sunderland. Vokins, he took a heavy touch there, but he managed to keep it under control. Jordan Jones, who's been a very good player for us so far. Him and Lyndon Gooch have been great for us. Here is Gooch looking for the... Well, Neen made a great overlapping run in acres of space, and Gooch just didn't look up and find him. Gooch is in field here. Plays it to Jordan Jones, who goes for a strike. Ledbetter back to O'Neill. Gooch, Maguire, Jones looking to let Ron rip, and he's cleared away, and it is still 0-0 here at the Stadium of Light. 25 minutes gone, and Ipswich are 2-0 up at Lincoln. Ipswich again are a team I thought would be up there. They don't appear to be at the minute. They're currently 17th. So some of the big sides are struggling a little bit. They're not where you'd think they would be in the league this early long, but of course there is a long way to go. It's like 40 odd games left, 38 games I think. White into Ronan Curtis now, who we've managed to keep quiet so far, but Curtis with the run, and I thought he was going to make me eat my words there. He does strike it wide of our goal, and it is still Sunderland 0, Pompey 0 here at the Stadium of Light. And come on boys, demand a little bit more from them just before half time. We need to be a bit better than this. We only 1 shot on target so far, not great. If you want to win games, you've got to hit shots on target. We're going to say to them we're not happy with the performance. We're not going to change anything really tactically. I don't think we need to. We just need to start getting these strikes on target. Power. Obafemi didn't actually start the last game. We dropped him. Played O'Brien, and he was okay. He played better than Obafemi's playing today, but we might have to put O'Brien back in. McGilvery plays it out wide, and O'Neill picks the ball up. O'Neill on the ball now. Plays it into Lyndon Gooch. Lyndon Gooch flicks one out wide to O'Neill, plays it across, and it's cleared away by Buckley. Ledbetter picks up the loose ball now, and he just about manages to keep it in. Power right on the ball into Ledbetter. Gooch look for the overlap of O'Neill. He's found him. Can O'Neill get the ball across? Looking for Obafemi in the box. I think Jordan Jones is in there as well. Back to Ledbetter. It's very patient build up again from us. Maguire, Gooch. Gooch makes a bit of space, and Gooch strikes and is saved by McGilvery and tipped past the post. It's still Sunderland 0, Pompey 0. All the good football is coming from us, to be fair. Whipped in. Bailey Wright's header, and it is over the bar. And the vice-captain there with a great opportunity to make it 1-0. And he's beaten. As I said, we look dangerous from these set pieces. We're always seeming to get shots away, but we're just not hitting the target today, and it is rather concerning. We're going to demand a bit more from the boys. 63rd minute. We will look at making a change in a minute. It is going to be Obafemi coming off because he has been poor for us today. Lyndon Gooch on the ball now, cuts back, plays it back to Ledbetter, who pings one over the top for Obafemi. Can he score here? Oh, it's a great opportunity, and how has he missed that? I mean, he's completely just bottled it, isn't he? He's seen the keeper come out. He should have just dinked it over him, and he doesn't. And for me, that is enough to bring the Southampton man off, because that was poor. O'Brien's coming on. What else should we do here? Lyndon Gooch isn't actually having a good one today, so we will put on Aidan McGeady. I mean, it's very unlike Lyndon Gooch. He's been the main man, as I keep saying, but we're going to have to bring him off today because he's not having a good one, although he has played a hell of a lot of football. It is still Sunderland 0, Pompey 0 and there is but only 13 minutes to go. We're going to encourage the boys a little bit more. We're also going to go a bit more attacking, and I'm a little bit I don't know whether to move the defensive line up to a bit of a standard line now, just to get a few more players forward to go for that winner. But I just know Portsmouth might hit us on the counter, so I don't think we're going to do it. A draw is better than losing the game on a silly little tactical tweak like that we know we shouldn't be doing, to obviously stop Portsmouth's strength. And they tried to do it again, getting Ronan Curtis in behind, and he has gone in behind. There's a header from Jacobs, and Burge managed to hold on to it, and it's a rare attack from Pompey in this game. But it is still Sunderland 0, Portsmouth 0. We're going to have another little look here. We have got another substitute to make. Who should we bring off here? Jordan Jones is absolutely knackered. Have we got anyone? We might bring Milinkovic on, actually. Bring Jones off. And we are going to probably put... I am going to go maybe to a higher line. Stuff it. We need to win the game. I just literally said we won't do that, but come on, boys. We'll go and win this game now. We need to. If we go and concede now, I should have just gone with my instincts and not gone for the higher defensive line. Cannon now with the free kick is a good opportunity for Portsmouth right at the end of the game here. And he puts one across now. There's a header and it's saved by Burge. That was dangerous. That was very dangerous indeed. I thought they were going to go and get the winner there. Burge plays it out wide to McGeady. Can't find him. Daniels picks up the ball. He goes over the top. And it is full time. It is another draw for Sunderland at home. And again, we've dominated the game and we haven't won it. We've been scoring goals for fun. It's when you guys come back, we don't score goals. It's crazy. We're going to say we weren't good enough today. We should be winning that game. Oberfomi looks down and disheartened by it, apparently. Well, you need to be playing better, son, if you want to stay in this side, because you have been pretty poor. So a few transfers that we needed to go through before the game, and I didn't go through them. Silly me, I completely forgot. But it doesn't matter because none of them did play in the game. First of all, it was Mitch Clark on loan from Leicester City. So he is a left back or a right back. He can play both wing back roles on either side. So he's a good addition. He's not going to be a starter here at Leicester, which Leicester do know about. And but yeah, he's a little bit of cover, a couple more numbers in for us in this window. The two boys we've brought in aren't going to be regulars, but they are a little bit of cover. But Mitch Clark is a good aspiring wing back, and you never know, if he does a job for us, he might get a permanent deal here at Sunderland. The other guy is Blondie Nuku. Blondie Nuku we'll go with. 19-year-old Colombian goalkeeper. Potential rating of nearly 4.5 stars. Well, 5 stars nearly, rather. But he looks like a good goalkeeper. Now, the idea of him, he's not going to come in and play ahead of Burge. Burge has actually been really good, so I wasn't too bothered about actually replacing him. But this is a guy I wanted to bring in on loan and just play him in a few cup games and then maybe sign him permanently at the end of the season. He looks like he has a very good future ahead of him. So after that draw with Portsmouth, that leaves us 10th in League One. We're currently 2 points behind 6th place Plymouth now, 2 points behind 5th place MK Dons, but automatic promotion, we're 6 points behind in that race. We do have a game in hand though, remember. Very early days, not concerned at all, but 3 wins from our first 7. Probably should be about 5 wins from this first 7 the way we've been playing. Again, Portsmouth, we should have won that game as well. But let's have a look at the schedule then to show you when you will come back with us. And looking at a quick look at this, maybe we'll come back for MK Dons. I think that'll be a good one. They're currently 5th. They're in the promotion hunt at the minute in the playoff places. I think that'll be a good game to bring you back for at the stadium. Like in between that, we've got games against Rochdale, who are struggling. They're bottom of the league. Gillingham, who are struggling as well. Ipswich are struggling as well, surprisingly. We've got them at home along with a rearranged game against Blackpool. We will have a FA Cup first round game in there as well. But ultimately, MK Dons is the bigger one that we will come back for in a few weeks' time. And that will be on tomorrow's episode. So guys, if you did enjoy that video, please leave a like on there for me. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. I'll really appreciate that. And when you do that, hit the little bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you next time here on Reesy FC. Bye-bye.